Back with some more MLB 2K13. We had a great game last time. We won how much ever that was. Close. It was like 4-0. I don't want to hear it. I don't know who Anthony is. Rockies lost. Harper not letting Backstreet hold him back. Oh. Should he still play? He's toast. We'll see. Well, let's see how long the injury actually is. If it loads. Where's he at? It's 5 days. I don't know. Do I send him to the DL? No, he's gonna play through it. I believe in him. So let's get to our game. We're playing the Fish. If it loads ever. Finally trying to turn a corner. Alright, so we got Spain leading off. Harper's hurt. He's not. And especially it's a lefty. So we're actually going to get Tyler Moore in for a game. We got to get Dunn in the lineup. So who's he going in for? He's going to go in for Span. Here's where it gets tricky. So we got Dannny Haren pitching. We're going to put Dunn at first. Morris is going to play left. There we go. See, that actually works. But do we like this lineup? We'll do that. Dunn is not leading off. Dunn's batting fourth. Morris is Zimmerman's a good hitter, so is Worth. Worth's also been hurt. Whoops. Let's do that. Boom. That's how we're gonna look at it. I should jump right into it. They got Brad Hand.
Well, Marlins coming in off a loss. This is the last matchup of the three-game set.
Can't leave this around for that long.
The first two against Washington. And this game underway now, a 1-0 count. That last one, they just could not get on the scoreboard.
There you go.
Got their hits, but they just couldn't figure out a way to push runs across the plate.
It's so crazy how they actually have that empty of a stadium already.
Swung and a fly ball.
That was high. I shouldn't have swung.
One down. And it's Michael Morris at the plate, one down.
Such high expectations for the Marlins last year. I mean, before the season, they made the big splash in free agency.
Two-seamer,
looked like they were
regular
setting up to get
fastball.
power
Let's see
in the
what else
National
he's
League
got
East.
coming in.
But the whole thing came tumbling down. It just didn't play out the way they wanted.
1-0 pitch. Change-up stays
Still
outside.
the same speed as his.
And as Steve said, talking about the Marlins,
fastball.
They would finish at the bottom of the National League East for the second
We're gonna get a lot of walks
year,
again.
and a lot of questions going into the
take all the way.
So many questions, and none of them been answered right now. But when you finish 27 and 45 against your own division, there's no other place you can finish but the bottom.
Well, this one out of the zone, down and in, and now walks him on 4 straight pitches.
All right.
Zimmerman at the plate, runner on first. Well, Ryan Zimmerman was good when he was healthy. Problem is, health has become more and more of a question each year. He couldn't find a way to make it through that full season
fastball,
last year.
two-seamer, changeup, and curve.
Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right.
Should we tag out?
And it's going to be Stanton. That's 2 gone.
What if I could have made it?
Hold him there at first.
No.
Dunn at the plate.
Now he's pretty troubling right now, being hitless in his last 11 at bats. Out of sync over the last 4 games.
He's gonna make it
like he's used to. Usually much more consistent than this.
Hey, that helps.
And so that does not end the way they wanted it to.
But Gary, to make the error right there, you just don't want to do that. It's just not good baseball.
I mean, Dunn's got good power, but he hasn't homered since like the first series of the year. There you go.
Fastball.
Really
strike. 2-1.
They are playing a shift in the outfield.
257 lifetime off Miami. Plays off a pitch.
I like that one.
2-2.
Hitters have to have great balance and be prepared for the pitch away. If you open up even a little bit, you can't catch up to that 4-seam fastball in the outside corner.
Come on.
The 3-2 pitch.
That was
Fouled
low.
away by Dunn.
I shouldn't have swung at that.
There's a
Dang
ground
it.
ball.
Oh, he's going to beat it out, too.
Solano. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. And then on the mound, we'll see Dannny Haren.
Good.
He'll be Washington's starter. Steve, I'm wondering, what do you think of the strategy he's going to have going
I
up
do
the
wish
middle?
my pitching
Hit in the
wasn't
air
so
to center
dominant.
field.
This kind of make it boring, unrealistic,
And he's on.
as they
That's
get a
nice
hit.
way to jumpstart your offense.
And with no outs, they have 3 outs to work with the runner on first base. Now let's see if they can push him across.
And it's Placido
Oh, that's a
Polanco
cutter.
now.
I didn't realize you got a righty up there.
They're going to be keeping an eye on Pierre right now, Gary.
Now Haren with a 1-0 delivery. That one in play. Morse to field. One away now.
Oop.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton.
A lot of things went well for the Nationals last year, and things have to when you go from the back of the pack to the front of it. But what really made a difference
I'll never
for them
forget
was their power. Everyone
the
in the
year
lineup
Haren
could
retired.
go deep.
Right after he did, he was.
Here's the 0-1 from Haren.
Shows our podcast.
And the pitch is taken by
Talking
Stanton.
about how he-
Steve mentioned the Nationals and their power. Second in the National League in team
He,
home runs, and third
The last couple
in
of years
team
of his
slugging
career, he
games.
just didn't care. He
Hit
was
up
just
the
throwing
middle.
fastballs down the
And
middle.
it's through. A base hit for Stanton. Pierre's trying for third.
Got
Zimmerman
him.
for 1.
Nice.
2 outs. In the batter's box, Justin Verlander.
Right now, he's a guy going through a tough streak right now. Just 4 for his last 54 at bats. It's been an
He had
uphill
2 hits
battle since
yesterday.
day one. Still trying to find that stroke and rhythm. It seems elusive right now.
Straight away left. And Morse is going to play it. And he's there to retire the side. So Dan Haren out of the inning. Works his way out of the first inning without allowing anyone to score. And coming up, we'll see the Nationals.
Will we?
And here's Jason Worth. Just missed with the fastball.
God, that
1-0.
just hangs there.
Well, that 2-seam fastball has to be thrown down in the zone. You throw it up, it flattens out, and you can get hurt.
How can he get hurt?
Fastball just misses, and he
Band-Aids.
falls behind 2-0. 2-0 on the way. And this one's over at the knee level, 2-1.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he could drive. They
Lost
pounded
his
the
drive.
fastball down and in for a strike.
And now Jason Worth, a 3-1 count in his favor.
Well, that pitch right there, that changeup away. If a guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way.
Refuses to go after it. Missed. Ball 4.
Well, it didn't look like he wanted to give him anything
What's his
to
injury
hit right
speed?
there. Ball 4, take the base.
He's a potential
Standing
steal,
in now is Wilson
but
Ramos.
Right hand's got a pretty
Yow,
quick
a little
movement.
low.
Wow.
Got it in the dirt, but he held on. Gets that call at the knees. Evens the count at 1 apiece.
Well, he got a pitching a drive last night in the ball game, hit out of the ballpark.
Sure did.
And hit a solo home run.
Ball 2. 1-1 is a changeup that misses. 2-1. Lifetime just 146 against the Marlins. That misses outside. We go to 3-1.
A good action on that pitch, running away, but it's a ball you have to get down to the zone. Don't throw it out.
And that misses. So back-to-back walks now, and they've
Take
got
it.
an offense going.
Oh, here's my
Well, it
boy.
didn't look like he wanted to give him anything to hit right there. Ball 4, take your base.
In the batter's box.
What Wilson's speed?
It's
It's
more.
65. That
Gary, we
is
just saw the
not
second
realistic.
walk in this inning, and you really have to start to question, is he nibbling, trying to avoid contact, or is he losing control?
Swing and a drive, deep left center. This one towards Pierre. As he gets Worth towards third.
I could have made it.
And it's Rhymes coming to the plate. And a moment
So
here
there's
to
4
see how
pitches.
this pitcher has been mixing up his pitches.
Look, guys, he has got to mix it up a little bit more than what he's done. So far, going just with that 4-seamer, he's going to get in trouble.
You know, guys, the other thing that I've really noticed is that he's not using that 12-6 curveball nearly as much as we've typically seen him do.
There we
Line
go.
fair down the line and right.
Go back.
Out number 2. And that keeps the runners at first and second. Haren at the plate. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big-time opportunity to put something up on the board. Looks at that curveball. That's a strike. He's behind 0-2.
To his credit, he was a good hitting pitcher.
Curveball that time. He
But
up
not
and
that
not.
time.
Swung on and missed. Side retired. So they can't. Davey Johnson, has he got it going his way in this one? I don't think it surprised anyone when he was awarded Manager of the Year. That was leadership, and he earned it. Swung on line to right center field. And that's a knock for Jones.
Well, when you're the manager, nothing pleases you more than getting that leadoff hitter on
errors.
base in the inning, because statistically it'll show you that they usually end up scoring.
Echevarria at the plate.
Love how he says that.
At the belt, Haren kicks and throws. On the ground to second. Over to second for one. And they'll get the double play down there to finish up. And it's Solano batting.
Mariners legend.
On the ground to short.
Forward pitch inning.
Desmond. Throws to first, side is retired. Well, how about that? Only needed 4 pitches to set.
Take it.
It is a beautiful night for baseball. Take a look here in Miami. And Desmond is in the batter's box.
Not quite what he's been used to over this stretch. Picked up hits in just 3 of his last 15 at bats.
It's been about 4 games for him now where he's looked out of sync at the plate.
And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1. Average for him last season, a very good .318 against the Marlins.
Go.
And that'll put Desmond on at first. Michael Morris will come to the dish.
Well, this sort of hit starting out the inning, even though it's just a single, deflating as a pitcher, because now he has to pitch out of the stretch. He has to concern himself with the bunt, but he also has to concern himself with giving up that big inning.
Drew a walk
What
his
the
last
heck?
time. Pitch out. Nothing was on, though. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. 1 away. So that's the first out. Runner has to hold it first. 1 out. Here's Ryan Zimmerman standing in.
Ball! Hand has delivered a career performance here.
Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a breakdown of how he's been mixing up his locations, using that to his advantage.
I think he's been in pretty good command in this one. He clearly is hitting his target, if not all the time, at least the majority of the time.
John, if I'm the pitching coach, I'm going to emphasize just stick with the plan. The plan seems to be working.
2-1 pitch. Curveball taken for a called strike 2.
Now the big breaking ball away.
Nice
Got the outside corner for a strike.
It was going to be a strike.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
Well, when the pitcher hits his spots and he sets you up for this pitch, it makes it very difficult. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't make contact.
And it's Adam Dunn at the plate. Swung on, hit. Echevarria. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No runs. Let's watch Frome now as he comes to the plate. He'll get us going here in the home half of the third.
First. Curveball.
Swing and a liner to right center. That looks like a single.
Great piece of hitting right there. Leading off the inning with a hit. Now they're in a great situation to try to score some runs.
We've got Hand in the box.
Give him a hand.
This is a kind of an interesting break. He squares around and he gets this one down. And Zimmerman plays it in time for the out.
Phasing into each other.
Good teams do the little things, and that's how you move a runner up. You get squared around, you get the bunt down, and now you've got a runner in scoring position.
And here's Juan Pierre.
Will they score?
And the National League pitchers have to deal with him on the base paths. He's near the top in steals. There's a strike from Haren. Now 0-1. And the catch by Zimmerman. 2 retired here.
Well, the hitter's not going to be happy with himself there. He got his pitch to hit.
He did.
Too far out in front, too anxious. Just
He did
skied
nothing
it
with
to
it.
third for an easy out.
And it's Placido Polanco.
I've been watching him lately. It's been a rough spot for him right now.
A line drive toward short.
Boom.
And there's Desmond as he pulls it in for the 3rd out. It's another great piece of work. Dan Haren's got it moving. He continues to dominate through 3 innings of work.
Doing great.
And Jason Worth to lead it off. Fastball taken high. 1-0.
Gary, they just have not been able to mount any offense here today. I mean, 1 hit into the 4th inning, and
We've had more.
they haven't
We've had a lot
scored
of
any runs,
walks.
so they're going to have to change their approach at the plate.
Low for a ball, and it's 2-0.
It's going quick though.
Well, a lot of guys would swing at that pitch right there, that changeup down in the strike zone, but the hitter luckily stayed
Gonna
off
walk him
that
again,
one.
aren't they?
That's a ball.
Who
So
had my only
Jason
hit? I think it
Worth
was
now looking
Morse.
for a green light.
Well, he might have the green light right here, 3-0. Let's see if he's
No one
swinging.
gets the green light on 3
And
now.
now Jason Worth, a 3-1 count in his favor.
Now let's see what he comes back with on the 3-1 pitch.
And the fastball is over. 3-2 now. Now, when you put a game together like we've seen here from this pitcher, it only comes with throwing a lot of quality strikes. Here's how he's getting it done.
Yeah, and I've been impressed with how he's used the inner and outer parts of the strike zone. Very effective in getting a lot of strikes on these hitters.
You know, it's been difficult for the hitters to center him because he hasn't thrown the ball over the middle portion of the plate, keeping it on the corners.
Standing in now is Wilson Ramos.
Now, Gary, you don't want to do this in this kind of situation.
He got walked too.
Put a walk on base with a guy who's the
there we go.
The game. That's a mistake.
Found a hole.
It's time to get it done for Washington right now.
Well, when you see a ball as a hitter coming right down the center of the plate and you don't do anything with it, you're very upset with yourself because you feel like you missed a great opportunity. Problem was, this hitter didn't miss it.
Plays off the changeup. Good pitch.
He's already at 60 pitches. Oh, he's already almost at his cap. He's capping.
Here's the pitch. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. One away. That keeps those runners at first and second.
The second time it's happened to him.
And it's Rhymes coming to the plate. Let's take a look at what he's doing on these first pitch to hitters.
Talk about the importance of first pitch strikes. Well, this shows you here.
I might try to
he's
bunt
retired
here.
6 hitters in this game after he's thrown a first pitch strike.
And he squares around but misses it for a strike.
I guess that was too late.
And he misses the low outside corner. 1-2.
With this curveball down and away, now let's see if the pitcher tries to go back inside with the fastball and lock him up.
A lot of curveballs now.
Breaking ball misses for a 2-2. Fouled away.
So we're getting another bullpen early.
The 2-2 pitch. Here's a swing and a slow roller up the middle.
Is he gonna beat it out?
That's one. Decides not to try for the double play. Hangs on to it. Haren at the plate. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big-time opportunity to put something up on the board. Popped into foul territory. Down the left side.
It didn't.
And Pierre grabs that one, and the side's retired. Take a look down there in the bullpen. They've got a lefty up and throwing.
Well, I don't see.
He's watched some great deliveries on the mound. Struggling bats, though.
I'm at 18
now to
pitches
get the offense
3
singing.
innings. That's nuts.
Swing and a rocket toward short.
Pitches.
So
They really do be just swinging at everything.
Routine ground ball to short. He makes it look routine.
I did not mean to do that. That's
and it's Justin
probably
Verlander at the plate. One away. Thus joining the Angels, Dannnnny Haren has been spectacular, but not this last year. He had a rough first half. It affected the numbers on the whole season. Last year for Haren, much better after the All-Star break. Normally a better front half pitcher than the back half, Steve, so he reversed it last year.
And joining a very good rotation in Washington on a 1-year deal. Going to be motivated, put up big numbers. He needs to stay healthy to utilize that fastball.
Yeah, he was not good with us. He's gone after this season. Unless I start to fall out of the race, and I'm going to trade him.
And Justin Verlander is struck out. Big swing and a miss.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
And we've got Jones batting. He singled his last trip.
Why is there no strike zone?
At the belt, Haren kicks and throws. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. And there's more for out number 3. No scoring here, ending this half inning. And Desmond is in the batter's box. Looking for a little more success. Last time up, came away with a single offhand.
Well, he's going to definitely be able to approach this at bat with a plan and some confidence. Got a hit on the fastball earlier, so you know he must be able to look for it again.
A line drive towards the hole, and it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. Michael Morris will come to the dish.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well,
he takes off for second.
Good.
Safe. He gets in there.
Well, he didn't have a particularly big lead that time, but those legs got going. He was able to beat the throw.
Hit on the ground.
Oh, he's going to beat that to third.
One away.
Ooh, he must beat that out.
Well, he got him over. Not exactly the way you want to do it. You'd prefer he'd hit the ball to the right side, but at least able to advance the runner. Now on third base with less than 2 outs.
See if
Sac fly
Zimmerman can
can
crank
score.
one out of here.
And it's
He's only had
Ryan
one home run this
Zimmerman
year.
at the plate. Career 5 for 5 offhand.
Wow.
And he leaves that one alone. Ryan Zimmerman with patience to even it up.
Okay, they left four.
Swung on, hit in the
Well, that's
air to
not
right
5-5,
center.
but that should get Desmond home.
2 down. Desmond's on his way home. Desmond is in to score. Adam Dunn stands in, 2 down. Now you always hope you can get this offense going late in the ball game. They have, and they've got a lead.
And at this point in the ball game, guys,
Throw those
even
little
having the
cookies.
narrow lead that they do, it's really key because they needed the production and they got it.
Ah,
To
oh,
Polanco.
take it to hit.
And Dunn's got himself a single. That's going to bring Jason Worth up.
Going to teach you to go with the pitch.
Dan Jennings,
And
we
that's
have not
exactly
seen
what he
him
did
yet.
right there. Perfect example of taking what the pitcher
There's
gives
quicker.
you.
And John, so many times we see the ability to go the other way, providing the key hit when you need it most.
Well, it's never a bad time to get a hit, that's for sure.
Walked in his last plate appearance. Drew a walk his last
all
time.
he's done is walk.
And Worth will take it down low for a ball.
Ah,
His career batting average, .216 against the
is that
Marlins.
late?
And just hasn't ever been able to get dialed in against this team throughout his career.
And they tag him out between first and second. Echevarria at the plate. We'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up.
Boom.
And a strike. Haren catches him looking.
We're gonna pitch, or there you go.
Here's the delivery. Up the middle. Rhymes picks it.
Uh-oh.
In time.
All right.
Yeah.
Now credit the second baseman with a well-executed play right there. Comes up with the ball and quickly gets it from his glove to his throwing hand.
Froome should be
and throws him
next.
out at
He
first.
does have a hit.
And it's Solano batting. Last time he grounded out. And this at bat already 0-1. First pitch was a strike. Line towards first.
Well, 1 out and a man on first base. That big single right there gives them a couple outs to work with to see if they can push him across the board.
Let's watch Froome now as he comes to the plate.
Yeah,
He's
this guy
going
that
his
has
way
like
so far.
40
First time up, he got
contact.
the single that came off Haren.
So he saw the breaking ball last time up. Didn't seem to hesitate, putting a good swing on it and getting a hit. He's got to consider maybe going a different approach right here and
So they're
saving the
getting
breaking ball
hits.
for later in the game.
1-2. 1-1 delivery. A fastball taken for a strike. 1-2. Steve, let's take a look at what he's getting done out there on the mound.
Boom.
They just cannot seem to make good
Oh.
contact against these breaking balls, Gary, and he's getting a lot of ground ball outs.
I pressed the wrong thing, I think.
Ramos.
Does this guy
flying
have
pitch.
any good pitches?
Fastball got him 2 down.
Everything's in like the
A
60s.
good pitch right at the knees
Oh,
there.
just the
He
curveball.
swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
And we've got Jennings batting. And swinging
Which I
a
haven't
miss
even
on
thrown.
Haren's pitch. Count goes to 0-1. The pitch. The 0-1 delivery. Curve. Swung on and missed. 0-2.
We're just gonna
On the
throw
way.
it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a splitter to retire the side. No runs on it. Leadoff hitter is going to be Wilson Ramos. He's 1 for 1 so far. First pitch a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
That's a great pitch right there. Four-seam fastball.
Ramos
The
has a
problem
hit.
is you lay it right down the middle, you're running the risk he could hit it out of the park.
Good eye by
The offense
Wilson
is picking
Ramos.
up the past
That's a
few
called
games.
ball
Not getting a
and
lot
an
of
even
runs,
count.
but we're definitely getting on base, getting hits. It's good to see. Encouragement.
That's a foul
We're
ball.
not dead yet.
Jennings sets and throws. Holds off on the slider. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line towards third and foul. And he fouls off another one.
All right. We got a big
Well,
battle
you know
going
he
on
wanted
here.
to finish him off right there. But I tell you what, that defensive approach, keeping this at bat alive,
There we
could
go.
pay off down the road.
And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now.
Why, after all that effort, seeing all those pitches, you had a good feeling that the hitter was at the advantage, and he was
Oh,
right
wow.
there. finally getting
That's
that
generous.
big hit.
In the batter's box, it's Moore. He flew out his last time up. He lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
So he's only good for
The location and velocity are critical in
a lot
throwing
for
the
a reliever.
fastball. He runs his good fastball up and away right here.
Oh my
and it's
gosh.
That's 1 out. And there's 2, a double play. And it's Rhymes coming to the plate. On the base pass, number 2 in steals in the ball club. Smash towards the middle. That should be a base hit.
Well, he really puts pressure on the opposing pitcher and catcher with the way he can steal bases, Gary.
Haren at the plate. 0 for 2 thus far. Swing and a ball popped foul to the left side. Here's the pitch. Drops down a bunt.
Oh my gosh.
And Jones picks it up.
I was hoping to catch him off guard.
They pick up no runs on 2 hits.
Had 6 hits. That's solid.
And it's Juan Pierre now to lead it off. He's got the most hits in this team's lineup.
Does he?
Fastball in there for a call.
He has the most hits. The dude's batting .212. That's not good to see. Not a good flex.
At the belt, Haren kicks and throws. The grounder to Dunn. And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag. So with 1 down, we'll see Placido Polanco. And having a day like this guy is on the mound, takes a ground ball, and he's got it now. Well, 2 away. And with a chance here with 2 down, Giancarlo Stanton.
This team
They had 2 hits in the game last night, looking to add to that today and trying to contribute to his club's success.
Too soon.
To left center, and in there, he's 2 for 3 today. And that will bring up Justin Verlander.
Well, 2 quick outs in the inning. You think maybe this is one of those quick innings and the other team gets in and they get some momentum, but he keeps the inning alive with that.
Stanton takes off. Strike 1.
I pressed the wrong button.
And his throw,
He's out
he is
by a
out.
mile.
Great throw.
What the heck is he trying to do?
Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. See if the game's progressing as he would like as far as Davy Johnson's concerned. Last inning, Desmond gets good wood on it. And it's going to be Stanton.
Did I?
Roams over, puts it away. And it's Michael Morris at the
Didn't
plate.
really get anything on it.
Morris, a bit of a late bloomer in the game, but boy, he has come on in the last few seasons. He's always flashed power. Now a steady presence with the bat.
I don't remember him in
Very few
2013.
holes
I
in that
really don't.
swing. Here's a swing and a ground ball.
Oh, come on.
And the throw's
Ooh.
in time at first.
I don't know about that.
Play. And it's Ryan Zimmerman now. Batting average for him last year. He swings and drives this one.
Yep. God, that is a deep ballpark.
And that's the 3rd out. That'll do it. No runs, no hits. No.
About 6 hits apiece.
And Justin Verlander to lead it off. Let's take a look here and see what his approach is against these hitters on the first pitch.
Well, when you go 0-1, you get 1-1. He's got 11 guys out in this game after going 0-1 in the count.
0-1 the count as we get going here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, what an outstanding effort by the pitcher today. I mean, he has just been on top.
Swing and lined up the middle. And that's going to be a base hit. Tying run is on.
Well, anytime you go deep into the game and you're behind in the score, you get those couple guys on base to start the inning, it could really turn things around.
And we've got Jones batting. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. 0-1 count as
Should
that
I be getting
started
someone
off
warmed
with a
up?
strike.
No, he still has
They
like
threw him that
50
slider
pitches
right there.
left.
Got him to swing a little bit early. Got to be a little more patient with that pitch.
Ooh.
Gets away from him. On, he's going to try for second.
I had him.
He's safely aboard second base. And so the defense unable to get it done.
Well, listen, it's all about it.
Back up the middle.
That was just bad.
Oh, wow, that was close right there. He just managed to get out of the way.
Well, his confidence has to be a little bit shaken right here. Command and control, not where he wants it, having given up these 3 hits. With 2 runners on base and a chance.
Lined up the middle.
Oh my gosh.
Base hit, run should come in. It'll be a tie game.
That is not where I wanted that.
Game. He comes in to score.
It's just a shame to see the shutout broken up right there, Gary, but still, just a tremendous performance today.
And it's Solano batting. This offense now really renewed. What a momentum going here. You talk about an energy with this team. They've got it.
Gary, we just saw a quality at bat. They capitalized on the opportunity And now an opportunity to pull ahead here in this game. So outstanding clutch hitting.
Oh my gosh.
Towards the hole.
Well, this
There's
is
still nobody out, is there?
This guy's completely lost it out there now. They've strung together 5 consecutive hits against him. Clearly,
let's get that composure back down, buddy.
Let's watch Frome now as he comes to the plate. And he's looking at an RBI that could be the difference in this ball game with it tied.
They may
hit on the ground up the middle. And it's plucked off the
What are we
field.
doing here?
Done for 1.
Well, what a good offensive team. Finding a way to get the runners in. Take advantage of the opportunities when you...
And that swung on and hit. Worth's going to play it. 2 away.
Why is the cutoff all the way by the mound?
Juan Pierre looking for one of those big hits of the ball game. And Miami with another big chance. And that's the ball. Haren too far outside that time.
Well, great eye right there from the hitter. Great discipline at the...
Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And a great catch by Moore. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. Marlins jump out ahead in this one. Big bats ready to make an appearance. He got what he needed out of his lineup that last
Yeah,
time.
that was bad. We got to really get something together now.
Protect if he can get some solid pitching.
I had a lot of break to it right there.
And the 1-0 count getting us going here in the 8th.
Look, I think they're going to look at anything they can. If there's an inside pitch, get hit by the pitch, get on base, you're the tying run. If you can, lay down a bunt for a base hit. Hit one in the gap. Think about going for 2.
Great.
Put yourself in scoring position.
Outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. Two-1 on the way. Dunn hits the ground ball.
There we go.
And the tying run is
We're going
on.
second.
He's going to try to stretch it.
Well, you got 1 hit going. Now let's see if they can string together a few more hits. Because if
Now who's this?
they
Ryan
do,
Webb.
a big inning is coming, and it could be the end for this
Feels a little
pitcher.
quicker.
Managers face so many different decisions during the course of a game. And as the game goes on and it's close, those decisions become much more critical to success or failure.
Trying to get him to chase a slider, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Jason Worth, a strikeout victim. No contact on that pitch.
He gets the strikeout with the sinker ball. The ball's moving, sinking out of the zone. The hitter swinging right over the top of it.
And Ramos now will come to the batter's box. 2 for 2 in the game. Pauses, and now the 1-0. And it's fouled off.
Where did I miss on that?
The pitch. Back up the middle.
There we go. Going to third. Of course, every throw is perfect.
Well, he's been quite the story for this guys today. That's his 3rd hit, and he's figuring out a way to get it done no matter what he's seeing.
He sends this one in the air
Tyler
towards
Moore's
center.
been terrible.
Out number 2.
Testing that arm.
That's a big second out right there, holding on to a slim lead.
All right,
now
let's
he's
take a
got a
couple
chance
here.
to get out of this thing without any major trouble.
And it's Rhymes coming to the plate. Trying again here, just 1 for 3 thus far. Called strike. Webb's got him 0-1 now.
You always want to get that first strike in there as a pitcher because now you can execute your plan to put the guy away.
Hit hard to second.
That's
Solano.
inning over.
First side is retired. And it is that time in modern Major League Baseball. You got that lead late in the ball game. Here's that closer, Steve.
Now the specialist, the guy who can slam the door with the lead, who can get the final out.
Huh?
And it's Placido Polanco now. He'll get us started as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Haren's going to get plate game.
And that's the ball. Haren too far outside that time.
Just in case something happens. Yeah, it's not telling me to. I always wait till it tells me.
That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out. And it's Giancarlo Stanton now, 1 away. Well, the player formerly known as Mike Stanton said he preferred Giancarlo Stanton.
That change was that long ago. That is crazy.
The ball exploded off his bat.
There's no way the crowd is loud
Pitch
enough
on the
or big
way.
enough to do that kind of chant.
And Giancarlo Stanton looks at that one for a ball to even the count. Home run totals for Stanton last season, 37. And it's kind of scary to think he could even be better, Steve.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing. He upped his batting average to 290, and if he makes that kind of contact, the home run numbers are going to continue to go up as well. This guy's got a chance to just absolutely put up staggering numbers. 50 home runs wouldn't surprise me.
And now Stanton has the 3-1 count.
Well, anytime you have a count 3-1 in your favor as the hitter,
this guy does not need any
help.
help.
Pitch in a little box in the location you want to. If he throws it in there.
There's a soaring high drive deep to left field, way back there, and home run. Miami, the production continues. And now the lead is up to 2. The solo home run, a bit of a padding.
I think for the Marlins, they've been exerting their control in this game.
Swung on line to right center field, and in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance.
Well, you love to be that guy that can go to the opposite field. Tough to defend against.
And against the defense, John, with all the tools and stats, etc., at their disposal, you really have to exploit every angle you can.
Well, you really do, Gary. There's
He's
no
coming
doubt
in.
about that.
And we've got Craig Stammen out on the mound. The Nationals bring him into. Here's one hit very well deep. Worth to field this one. Didn't have a problem getting over there in time. And Dobbs settles in. Had an RBI single his last time to the plate.
You've got to keep the opponent close when you're behind. You've got speed on first base. They better keep him close, because if he gets in scoring position, it may just add.
Come on, Stammen. Get us out of it.
And Dunn will try and keep him close over there.
I believe in you.
Stammen with a delivery. Ground ball played by Zimmerman. Throws on to first.
Boom.
In time to retire the side. So Davey Johnson's work
Stammen's
prior
not
to the
hitting.
game. How's it playing out in this one?
We're going to have,
Still a chance here,
you know what,
for his
Bernardino's
ball
been
club
good.
with
He's
the
going to play it.
deficit looming large, but it is not insurmountable. And we've got Bernardino batting. He'll be the pinch hitter.
As the pinch
Who's
hitter comes
pitching
into
for
the game
them?
now, it
Who's their closer? Oh, Cishek.
officially closes the book on this guy's day.
Here's the pitch. Hit up the middle.
There we go.
He dives and he's up with it. Not even close with that throw, and he's on at first.
Well, what an at-bat
Beautiful.
right there. You know, you're talking about a guy coming off the bench cold. It's one of the toughest things to do in all of baseball. But he made it look easy.
And
That sidearm's
Desmond
a little
is in the
deceptive.
batter's box.
He throws
Last time up,
fastballs.
flew up. Fastball in there for a called strike. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center.
Oh, he could probably tag this up.
One away. The runner's tagging from first.
That's awesome.
Well, they wanted the double play defensively there. They don't get it, and the offense gets the runner moved.
Well, that's why it's a good piece of hitting right there. He'd love to have gotten a base hit to drive in a run, to hit it to the wall, but to at least advance the runner. Nice job.
Hey, I'll take it.
And Morse, a swing, line drive, deep left field. That's 2 gone. That will hold the runner at second.
Well, I followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position.
Hi. Zimmerman has that tiny zone, man. That's
It's Ryan
crazy
Zimmerman
how he's
now.
allowed to do that.
Last season, an 0 for 3 against Cishek. Inside.
Cishek
with a
was
fastball, 2-0.
a very good
Well, he
pitcher
tried
for
to
a
run
long
that
time.
fastball low and inside. Just couldn't
He could
quite
probably
pick
be
up
playing
that
if he wanted
corner.
to.
Didn't get the call.
And that's a ball. Now Zimmerman's going to be looking to see if they'll let
Oh,
him
I'm
swing
taking all
here.
the way.
Hey, man, that was a close one right there. He drilled that fastball in nice and low, just a hair too low. Give the hitter credit for laying off that one.
He lets that fastball go by. Called strike 3-2.
He's just popping that glove with that four-seam fastball, pounding the strike zone.
And a grounder is at the last out. And that
Wow, doing that steal pulled that guy away from the base. That was
And the run
pretty
gets
creative.
in.
Not creative.
Very
Lucky.
interesting right now. That huge at bat cuts the lead to 1. Now
Oh
let's
my
see
God,
where
that
this
was the
thing
one
goes.
right there.
And it's Adam Dunn now. It is a difficult task to trying to get back into a ball game at this point, but they're close.
Well, we know this offense can turn
Just
it
in
around
case
when they need
something
to, Gary.
happens.
Right now, they need to open things up for one more run.
This is the problem right here. You just don't have the outs to work with. We'll see whether or not they've got it in their bats. Slider can't find the zone. 2-1.
Now, that hit was the late shift in momentum that we thought could happen, and now we're going to see if the pitcher can answer.
2-1 pitch, and he watches the fastball go by for strike 2. Slider just about had him. 3-2 count.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
Full count pitch. Foul! Fouled away by Dunn. And here's the 3-2. Ball 4. And that misses. Ball 4. The potential tying run in scoring position.
Really tense situation when you think about it. A long at bat. He stayed patient. He earned that walk right there. What a great approach at the plate.
Here's Jason Worth. Swing and a fly ball, and this might be it. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
A lot of fun to call this game. Enjoyable play on the field. The Marlins pulling out a win in a very good ball game.
Yeah, we like to recognize outstanding performances in our game, so let's do it right now with our Player of the Game award. And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get the win in a close game. A lot of excitement and enthusiasm and red.